I cannot understand a man that lets a woman take care of him. My daddy said one thing. He said, never let a woman answer the door when bad news is knocked. Because in the end, if they have to make all the decisions and pay all the bills and do all the hard, what the are you?
Yeah.
What are you? I'm not saying that's the way everybody has to be, but we're not traditional men. We're men in the classic sense, and I don't know what everybody else is.
An unmarried woman earning 40 grand will pay nearly $500,000 more over her lifetime than her married counterpart. And not because she spends more, not because she earns less, but because the entire financial system was designed for married people. Her taxes are higher. Her health insurance costs more. She pays full rent alone. This is called the single tax. And it's not a personal problem. It's a policy problem.
I've finally worked out why I'm single. It's not lockdown. I keep blaming lockdown. It's not lockdown. It's because I'm not a f***ing prick. It's because I'm not a prick and I'm not a psycho and I don't send pics to women because these are the kind of men that you women go for, and then you moan about the fact that you're f***ing single when these guys f*** you over. So I'm going to start being an absolute prick. I'm going to start treating women like shit. I'm going to start their best friends. I'm going to start sending out pics and just being a complete wanker. And that... I'll be married. This time next year, I'll be married. I guarantee it.
Most of these guys out here aren't really broken. They're just fed up. They're just tired of the nonsense. You know, it's just foolish. It's not a lot of foolishness going on, and the men are like, wow, wait a minute. Why am I in the middle of this when I can just go home?
This is for all of my fellow Sapphics here in Austin, Texas that are single and just looking for their partner. My name is Natalie and I host the Chaotic Singles Party here in Austin. And on Friday, May 8th, we are teaming up with Local Queer for our 4th edition of our Chaotic Sapphic Singles event. It is going to be at 8 p.m. at Stargazer. We're going to have lots of icebreaker games. We're going to have lots of smooching. Trust me, they always get very chaotic and they are very fun. We're gonna have drink specials and we always have over 100 Sapphic singles that come to all of our events. So trust me, you do not want to miss it. It's gonna be a good one. You can grab the tickets in my bio and I will see you there. Mwah!
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Speak for all women when I say this. We don't really want to get married. We'll tell y'all that just to see what y'all gonna do because it puts y'all under pressure. But in reality, every woman has at least 5 men. And we're gonna make you feel like you're the only one every single time. But in our reality, we got James, we got Brandon, we got the old man Billy with a lot of money. Then we got Keyshawn. And then last but not least, we got you. Because as a woman, a black woman, white woman, Latina, we have to weigh out all of our options. That's why when y'all give us the ring and y'all finally get on y'all knees, we cry. We don't cry because we happy. We cry because now we stuck with you. In reality, we don't want to be stuck with one set of balls for our whole life.
Pay attention. Pay close attention, young man.
I think another one of the issues is that when you listen to these modern women and the things that they say, it's always that a man has to be finished while you is still a work in progress. Do you think that's fair that a man has to deal with you and your BS while he has to be the perfect specimen?
Where are all the good guys? Where are they?
They're waiting to be made good by a woman. Oh. They're not good at present. They need to have the good brought out of them by a great woman.
I don't want to fix a man.
I think a man in his heart is waiting for the right woman to make him good.
Oh my God.
And you can make an average bloke into a great man by loving him.
But that means that the work is on us to fix.
It's not really work. I think if you love a man, they will love you back and they will start to forget about all the nonsense in life and they will be made to focus on the right things because they have someone that they love. that makes everything else less important.
Wives, listen. If you keep acting annoyed every single time your husband walks by and slaps your butt, or you shut him down for just touching you in general, don't turn around later and cry. Why doesn't my husband want me anymore? Men are not mind readers. We know that. But they hear rejection loud and clear. And when that rejection comes from the woman they love most, it hits hard. He will only take so many no's before he stops trying. And here's the thing. It's not because he doesn't want you anymore. It's that he doesn't feel wanted by you. That's the difference. So many wives are begging for their husband's attention back, but they never stop and ask how many times they trained him to stop giving it.
You know, these modern women continue to say, oh, well, we don't need men. And then when a man steps back and goes and does his own thing, because he ain't waiting hand and foot on you, then you, where'd you go? I went to go mind my business. That's where I went.
Straight male fashion is genuinely so cooked. I had just seen this video the other day.
It's not fair. Women get all these clothing options and men just have like nothing. And if you don't like get into male fashion, they're like, you basically just wear like graphic tees and jeans.
It's because a lot of these straight men are afraid of getting mad about zesty outfits and skirts, talking about how designers are demasculating men, and talking about individuals dressing like divas. It didn't always used to be this way, though. You go back a couple decades and you will see men in outfits that today they probably would never consider wearing. Flash forward to now, and these straight men are afraid of things that they probably would have wore if they were the same age in the 1970s. Honestly, straight male fashion now is really just waiting for other straight men to tell you that something is okay. They were calling out that zesty guy the other day in his outfit right here, bedazzled jeans and moon boots. And when you go back a couple years ago, they were making fun of people like Lil Uzi popping out in shoes like that. Bedazzled jeans, that was something just for women. If you want to discover more things in men's fashion, you just gotta break the shackles of really just homophobia. It's really that simple.
If you're a man, let me give you a piece of advice. If you ask a woman on a date and it's very subtle and it's a calm date, coffee, brunch, a walk, nice sunset view, go watch the sunset together, and she says no and she's expecting you to take her to the Missoni room at the Bibelots, she's trying to get one over on you and she's trying to see if you'll bite the bait.
Women trying to get one over on you is absolutely one reason, but there's two more reasons why they do this. The second reason why is because they've only had toxic relationships that are very transactional, and that's what she's used to. She wants you to give her a high transaction so that then she's willing to maybe give you a transaction back. The third reason is because she doesn't have her own mind and she just listens to social media. And what social media and maybe her friends and family are telling her is that a man needs to do this or else he doesn't really care, or he's low value and you shouldn't really put any effort in. But what matters most for you guys to know is that with all three of these reasons, it doesn't really matter why. You don't need to get down to which reason is which, because in the end all, she's not somebody that you want to date because she is absolutely displaying her red flags. This is not going to be a fun person to be in a relationship with. Trust me.
It honestly seems like the way a lot of these modern women talk, they've never even really truly been around a man. They're making these demands. They're saying what a man should and shouldn't be, you know, and some of them, they do make sense, but there's a lot of them to where you're like, where'd you even get that from?
Sometimes the woman is not being mindful of how she is speaking to that man, not being mindful of how you are shutting him down in the sense of whatever no, you're wrong. No, it's not this. You're not even allowing yourself to listen to him. And so now he chooses, okay, I'm not even going to speak at all. And now when you attempt to speak to him, he's like, no, it's pointless. I'm just going to not say anything and just wait till this hopefully blows over. And then we just act like this never happened. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that later. But the point is, yes, because there is the possibility that him ignoring you is due to conflict that occurred between you two, you want to, before you attack his ignoring as him just being, again, selfish in that moment, you got to give yourself an opportunity to say, okay, what have I done? Have I done anything to set the stage for this?
If you are looking for marriage to fulfill you, you're committing idolatry because you are looking to something other than God to fulfill you. That's idolatry. So much of our conflict is because we cannot say, the Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. We bicker and we fight with each other because we're needy, because we crave so much from the other person. You're expecting your spouse to be God for you, to never let you down, to never fail you, and that's an unfair expectation. Only God can fulfill you. Only God can be perfect for you. So stop getting your satisfaction and fulfillment in a person, in a human being. That has to come from Jesus Christ. It's not two halves coming together, but two whole people coming together. Make your marriage about the kingdom of God. Get it off yourself. Every time you have an argument, say to each other, in view of eternity, does this even matter?
The longer these modern women continue to, well, really, honestly, truly, the more you as a modern woman continue to try to do weird stuff, act crazy, talk crazy, is the less chance that you actually have a man, because you're a terrible person.
Okay. Your egg's almost done. Can you get your toast and put butter on it, please?
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Okay. Babe.
What?
Can you stop scrolling and go put butter on your toast?
I'm going to. Hold on. Babe, I'm doing it.
You don't do anything.
I'm doing it right now.
Literally don't do anything. No.
He's an adult. I don't think you should order your partner around like that. He said he would do it. Either let him do it when he does it, or I mean, if you needed to grab a plate to put the eggs somewhere, load up his eggs on the plate and then just leave his plate there. He said he would do the toast. So let him do the toast. Let him get the butter. I'm assuming she was probably working on her eggs or her eggs were done. I mean, you have your food. Just go sit down and start eating your breakfast. If you create a lot of situations like this, your partner starts to feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells. No one wants to be like ordered around on basic things all the time. This man is capable of putting butter on bread. I'm sure of it. Just let him do it when he gets a second.
A lot of these modern women really do have a problem respecting people. And at this point, it's not just men, it's people in general. Modern women really do think, and in some of these cases, it's literal, they think that they're above the law, and they wonder why they keep on running into the same bad positions.
We live in a generation where women had to become the man. Right. We're living in a generation where many women didn't choose to be this strong, and they were forced to become it. They had to step up, handle everything, solve problems, provide, protect, and carry responsibilities that were never supposed to fall only on them. Not because they wanted to replace anyone, but because they had no other option. And over time, that changes a woman. She becomes independent, more guarded, more focused on surviving than on feeling. But then people ask, why isn't she soft? Why isn't she calm, feminine, and at peace? Because she's tired. Tired of doing everything alone. Tired of not having real support. Tired of being strong all the time. And the truth is, a woman can be soft, but only where she feels safe. You can't expect softness from someone who's constantly in survival mode. Because when a woman has to become everything on her own, she doesn't lose her femininity. She just learns how to protect it.
Minimum height.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Would you exclude obesity?
Absolutely.
Minimum income, so.
I'm gonna say at least 200.
200 grand?
You can be 30 years
Oh
old
my
and make
goodness. Take a guess at what percentage of men fit this
2%.
criteria. 2%? Much lower. It's 0.049%.
All right, is this going on the TV?
Okay, so I firmly believe that, yes, you should have high standards, of course. But my question to this lady and to all the other women out there who think that a guy needs to be at least 6'2" just to talk to them and make six figures. What are you doing to better yourself? What are you doing to be worthy of a man like that, of his attention? Because it's really easy to have all of these different boxes that you want a guy to tick, but it seems like nowadays a lot of women get offended when men actually have their own preferences. So fair is fair though. If she wants to have all these standards, that's fine, but she shouldn't be upset or outraged when a man thinks that she is too short or not blonde enough or pretty enough or whatever it is.
A lot of these modern women really honestly and truly think that they could say a whole bunch of nonsense to a man's face. Like, say the thing that will hurt a man the most, that will try to cut him, they're like really trying to cut him deep. And when that man says, man, I have to take this, and he walks away, then you want to say that men ain't men no more.
My friend told me this, like, listen, you ever seen a Rolls Royce in a Honda lot? You'll think something's wrong with the Rolls Royce, not the Honda lot, right? Some of us are, sometimes when we're in the wrong place, we are that Rolls Royce in the Honda lot. You are in the wrong place. Atmosphere is more important than product, right?
Yeah.
You are the product, you are a gift, but you're in the wrong space, so they don't consider your value. Because you are in this Honda lot, they don't consider, they think something's wrong with you. You're around the wrong people, they think something's wrong with you. Because you're in the wrong environment. But if you take a can, right, that's on the street, that's trash, but if you put it on the podium in a gallery, then it becomes art. You're in the wrong place. Because you don't ask why. You don't ask why. Why am I here? Why am I with these people? Why am I doing this? Why am I just continuing to spin my wheels? And I just found out, like, once I started asking why, then I started figuring out what. Then I started figuring out who.
Men play for points. They gotta score. They gotta win. They gotta get the points on the board. They have a vision for their career, where they want to get to, and they're always trying to get to that. So if, for example, a man is always at work and never wanting to be home, he's getting a lot of acknowledgement at work. He's scoring a lot of points. He's being admired. It's respected. It occurs as worth it. Men will keep doing for other people what's appreciated. They need to be appreciated a lot. Admiration and appreciation. It's their fuel. It's what makes what they do worth doing. That what the result that what it caused for you, oh my gosh, she is radiant. And she gives me credit for that. Honey, thank you for letting me sleep in. You're welcome. And so we have to, so much of what stops happening is because we expect them to do it. And so we think they don't deserve appreciation for doing something they just should do. So we don't appreciate them. Wow. We stop saying thank you. We stop being thank you. Honey, thank you.
I think the thing that gets a lot of men is that women actually, a lot of these modern women actually expect them to continue taking the gamble when they continue to lose. You know what I mean? I continue to get nothing back. It'd be one thing if I was hitting on something. Oh man, I hit on something. Why not try it again? But I've never hit on anything. Why would I continue to take that gamble?
Men need to get dumped in the worst way possible. Hopefully before he turned 25. The reason being, the earlier you get dumped when you're younger, the stakes are lower, and you learn from that experience. I talk to a lot of young men in their 20s that when they get dumped, they couldn't function for a year or two. That's way too long. You're supposed to snap out of it like within a month, right? And if you need to like lock yourself in a room and cry, do it, but don't let other people see you, right? Because once they see you crying like that, they can't trust you again, especially women. Okay, so once you pick up the broken heart and mend the pieces, you're gonna have a heart of steel. Heart of steel! So no one will ever hurt you again. That's how you become a man and never lose again in the game of love.
A lot of these modern women, they talk about what they want a man to do, but then when a man does it, they nag the man. Oh man, I want a man that does X, Y, and Z, and they build their entire list of the things that they want in a man. But, you know, when he does it, he didn't really do it like I would want him to. You know, F, on to the next man. What he won't do, another man will. I was doing it. You just thought I wasn't doing it correctly.
If your brother is a single Muslim, send this video to them. We host London's biggest single Muslim marriage event. Your brother will have the opportunity to meet serious single Muslims and have a 3-minute conversation face to face. This is your brother's opportunity to complete half his deen, so make sure he books his ticket now.
Nebraska Bachelors, I want to see if you could be my client's perfect fit. My name is Lisa. I'm one of the matchmakers here at Midwest Matchmaking. I am currently working with a lovely Omaha bachelorette, and I am looking for her match. She is 35 years old. She lives in Omaha. She is 5'7". She doesn't have kids, but she would like to have kids. She is Christian, and her faith is very important to her, and she has conservative political views. Friends and family would describe her as very creative, kind, positive, social. She loves sports, both watching and playing. She loves spending time with family, and she also loves to cook. Her ideal match is between the ages of about 28 to 45. She is open to dating someone who already has kids, but he must want more kids, as she would like some kids of her own. She would like her partner to be Christian and attending church and active in his faith, and she prefers someone with moderate to right political views. She is open to dating someone up to 2 hours outside of Omaha, as long as you are open to relocate, as she is unable to. Personality traits that she's looking for: she would like someone who is kind, positive, has a great sense of humor. She doesn't have any sort of education or income requirements, but she would like someone driven who likes what he has chosen for his career. She is very health conscious and takes pride in her appearance, so she would like someone who does the same. So if my client sounds like she could be a good fit for you, or maybe someone you know, fill out a free profile at the link in our bio, and I will be in touch.
Single ladies in Nashville, this one is for you. I have a 6'7" bachelor. He is amazing. He's in his very early 50s. He's open to meeting someone 35 and above. He's divorced. He has 4 kids, 3 of which are grown and out of the house. He does have 1 teenager, has his graduate degree. He's a VP. He loves being out on the water. He loves all types of live music. He loves anything that is done world class. So if you are potentially a good fit for him, or you know someone who's a fit for him, make sure to fill out a free profile using the link in my bio and share this with all of your single Nashville girlfriends.
I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
You're a feminist, I bet. By definition, what's a feminist? Have you ever looked it up?
Well, see, I think
you support women. I love women.
Have you ever looked up masculinity?
No, let's do it.
Trying to find that.
Masculinity is not a costume or a volume knob. It is a pattern of responsibility expressed through strength.
Is it just the only definition?
At its core, masculinity is the disciplined use of power in service of something beyond the self. A masculine man is capable of force but chooses restraint. He can endure discomfort without outsourcing his pain to others. Masculinity moves toward order. It builds, it repairs, it leads, it stabilizes. When chaos enters the room, masculinity does not add to it. It absorbs it and it responds with clarity. It's accountability. Masculinity says, if this fails, it's on me.
That's right.
See, I'm loving this.
Look, ChatGPT's on it.
I'm liking it. Now let me ask, what's femininity? Femininity, I hate that word because it just says femininity.
It's like
it's not weakness, submission, or decoration. It's power expressed through being rather than force. Where masculinity tends to move outward to shape the world, femininity moves inward to give life, meaning, continuity, and coherence.
Should.
See, those sound like they go together.
They do.
Look at that.
It's like yin and yang.
Yin and yang. So two feminine people together is fine. It's just not as good as a masculine and a feminine role put together.
It doesn't
That's
work.
where the power is. That's where it was supposed to be. That's where it should be. Men listening.
Yeah.
Let's bring the men back.
The biggest red flag that men ignore when selecting a woman is, how did her last relationship end? They ignore the fact that she might have been unfaithful, she might have been using him financially, she might have been unfaithful with him, with you, to him, with you. And you ignore these glaring signs that she's got the ability to do these things, and instead think that you're so special. You think that you're this special hero that came along, and because you're so special, she cheated on him with you. That's her nature. She was just looking for the next guy who's dumb enough to believe her lies.
Because the harsh reality is, a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to f*** you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity, so you want me to be a superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
Men can just go sleep around with like 10 women and it's okay, but then if a woman does it, it's like bad.
How easy do you think it would be for you to go in there and sleep with 10 guys?
Very easily. I mean, because like guys willingly will just go up to you out of the blue.
For the average guy, like your friend that was just here, how easy do you think it would be for him to sleep with 10 women?
If the guy is like some like gorgeous model, maybe he might.
I think if a guy could sleep with 10 women, the reason he's celebrated is because not a lot of guys can sleep with 10 women. There's a lot of guys that are virgins not by choice. Whereas like even the ugliest woman can sleep with a guy. So why celebrate you for something that's so easy to do?
There are 200 women in my comments that love the idea of forsaking men and going and living on a farm with our platonic wives and our queer boyfriends and our Highland cows and our llamas and our horses and our peace, because we are not dating men anymore. And I'm thinking, if we all pulled our money together, we could actually make communities like this happen. There are enough of us that really genuinely want to do this, and we all have the skills to make it happen. Do we need to start a GoFundMe?
How long do you think these all-female communes with a few men sprinkled in would last? How long do you think they would last before they need to call a straight man to come and fix their plumbing? I want to see them do this. I want to see them pull their money together and have an all-female commune.
Humbly, I want to offer a small correction, Mr. Jeff, on what you said. You said that it's taking women too long to know what men want. I disagree.
Okay.
I think it's taking them too long to accept what men want. They know. Women absolutely know what men want. There's a rebellious spirit, there's a defiance, there's a can't nobody tell me what to do. And the reason why I say that is because when they get to the big age, and I'm speaking as an older woman, I'm 50, when they get to this big age, usually there's the okay, I'll submit. Okay, I'll listen. Okay, I won't have the last word. Okay, I'll be responsible with money. Okay, I'll put some clothes on. They knew that all along.
A lot of women would rather go for the guy that speaks perfectly rather than the guy that gets nervous and stutters and he's a bad first dater. But guys who are the bad first daters turn out to be the greatest life partners, and let me tell you why. I will tell you why. A man who is extremely perfect with what he says and he makes you feel top tier, he's talking to other women the same way. He's making other women feel the same way. That's why he's so good at it. What I'm trying to say is go for the guy who's less experienced. Because trust me, he will not leave you easily. But the guys who have been with many girls will leave you in a heartbeat because he thinks that he has other options. They're less forgiving. To work with me, one-on-one, it'll be in my bio.
Here in Atlanta, the girlies are the ones who approach the men. Wait. The mates. No. Wait. I'm telling you. The girls are moving to the boys here. Yes. And they won't say it. They don't want to come out and say it, but they do. The men here are they're just so spoiled. They are spoiled. All the girls are sharing the same man. All the girlies here, they're dating the same 3 Africans. Africans are a big thing here. Really? Yes. Like Portia Williams, the African. Oh my God, they want that. And then if it's not the Africans, and yes, it has to be like the athletes. Everybody's a money guy now, entrepreneur, an investor now. Everybody's that in Atlanta, which I don't get, but I don't know what y'all be investing in. But yeah, be careful. Here, I just feel like the dating scene really, really caters to the men. The men don't really court. It's really weird to watch. And then it's weird to see like the women, how they will beat each other's wigs off over these dudes.
Now for speed dating, they're charging women $100. I saw that.
Men not showing up.
Yeah, I saw it. Now that I found was interesting. So two things are going on. Men don't want to be in relationships, or they financially broke. Because when I travel to these events, it be nothing but women.
Word?
And I say to myself, yo, where the guys at? Because they be dancing with themselves. They all go out on a group together. The game has truly changed.
Women will swipe into debt for their entertainment and experience, whereas guys, they'll be like, maybe next week. A girl be like, swipe it.
Women, no matter what event you go to, if it's popping, it's gonna be 80% women at that event. And if a man really wants to meet a nice person, you got confidence, you know how to speak, go to these events. You'll meet the female of your dreams, and just don't take one number. Get a few numbers. And sometimes that can backfire on you.
Excuse me. I ain't gonna lie, I thought like you were pretty.
You're ugly as fuck. Get out of here.
The whole time he was like staring at me, and he did not say one word. And I'm just like, are you gonna say anything? Like,
Hey, excuse me. I thought like you were pretty. No. What the?
Oh, single men. Why you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
Hey, excuse me. I thought you were pretty, and I was wondering if I could get like your Instagram.
I feel like it's so rare that men shoot their shot in public anymore, or like even just say hi like a normal human being. I feel like men are so intimidated now and hiding behind social media. They don't know how to talk to girls in real life anymore.
Hey, you dropped something there. This.
Women always ask me, what happened to men today? Great question. What started out as a good thing, encouraging men to respect women, has swung way too far in the opposite direction. Now, a lot of men are terrified of women, so they wait for perfect conditions before making a move. But courage doesn't exist without risk, and women can't respect men who don't risk anything. So as a man, if you want to be seen as confident, you've got to be willing to look stupid. To get rejected.
A deeply feminine woman does not want to be your equal. She wants something beyond that. She wants to surrender into your trust and leadership. Because if you are equals, why should you pay for dinner? Why should you open the door? Why should you be the one that goes off to war and dies? We don't, as men, want to sacrifice our lives for an equal. We want to sacrifice our lives for something that's divine and nothing less. It is important to hold this frame in relationship because what she's craving is to surrender into your potency and power and leadership as a man. And the only way she can do that is if you have her in the proper frame, which is something that is beyond wholeness, that is beyond equality. The game of relationship evolves in 3 stages. So in stage 1, it's where the man has power over and the woman has power under, and there's this kind of codependent thing that's going on. And then in stage 2, you're equals, and you're 2 equals coming together, creating this third thing called a relationship. That's what therapy gets us to. But there's a stage beyond that where you decide that wholeness isn't enough. I want to go beyond wholeness. I want to experience something beyond myself. And when you evolve into that stage as a couple, the dynamic changes, and it changes into this like muse and creator dynamic where the woman becomes the muse that you are in service of, and you are the creator that's creating a world for her to express her beauty and her joy and her excitement, and her beauty and her joy and excitement feeds you to go create more and to play bigger games.
Saying not all men is protecting male privilege.
No. Saying all men is actually promoting irrational thought.
For thousands of years, men have been benefiting greatly from the standard set by other terrible men.
Really? And why would that be?
Men as a group don't want too many good men out there. Actually, they want to keep the standard of being a decent man as low as possible.
I've noticed that a lot of individuals that make these sorts of comments probably have never actually interacted with that many men.
A good man is often seen as a traitor within the male group. That's why they mock any man who doesn't follow the patriarchal norms.
What types of terrible men do some of these women associate with?
A man who keeps great hygiene of himself, who looks after himself, will be called.
Right.
A man who respects women, treats women well, will be called simps or beta male.
Just imagine how their opinions might actually change if they started actually interacting and conversing with normal men. You know, the ones with actual self-esteem.
When a man is actively trying to improve himself, he's actually doing something dangerous to other men. He raises the standard for what a man can be. His actions proved that men are completely capable of doing better and the rest just couldn't be bothered. But have you all seen how quickly they are to defend once, even when he's a rapist? Because deep down, he's trying to make excuses for himself.
No, that's not what most normal men do. Where are some of these ideas even coming from?
The existence of bad men lower the standard for everyone, and majority of the mediocre ones benefit from it. And for men who have spent their whole life benefiting from it, baseline, that's a loss they will not accept. So saying not all men is protecting low standard, is protecting male privilege of never having to try.
I think I'm going to need a map to actually be able to follow that convoluted stream of logic. But I am going to maintain that anyone that says all men is just using it as a justification to be intellectually lazy.
While I'm here, I thought maybe we'll do another rant as well. So dating is so out for 2026. It's not even funny. The clarity, headspace, consistent mood, lack of emotional roller coaster is top tier. So at the end of last year, I grew some balls and I went on Hinge again. Randomly, and there was this hot guy on there and I was like, wow, this guy's hot. Anyway, he was so funny and nice and super keen to catch up. The day rolls around that we're meant to be catching up and he goes, I don't know, it's kind of weird to be meeting someone off an app. And I was like, what are you doing here? I don't want to pen pal. That was one of my prompts. That was quite funny, might I add. Never again. Like, I'm dedicating this year to me. 100%. Love that for me. Bye. Love you.
She couldn't believe that he rejected her. She could not believe that he rejected her. I don't understand what women don't get about it. You said the guy was hot, which means he has the ability to look elsewhere and has other options. So when he rejects you, why is it such a surprise to you? Oh, because the guys that you view as beneath you, you reject the whole time. And then when you bump into a guy who you're actually into, you're used to dealing with guys that you don't want like that. This is why I tell you guys, they don't really bump into guys that they like that. So when they're playing a game and you're thinking, why is she playing with him? She can't really see between the two because she hasn't gone for guys that she really wants like that, who approach her, who try to get at her, who campaign for relationships with her. No. It's only the loser dudes. The dudes where she's like, Whenever they interact with guys that they like, they're the ones campaigning. Or they're going with the flow, hoping that the guy will change his mind or move towards a relationship. So they never know how to go about it.
Did you guys see the video of those guys that were an inch away from a woman at a concert and were asking TikTok to find her? When I tell you I'm not even surprised, I'm not even bewildered, because my friends and I were just having this conversation that men do not really approach anymore. And it's because they are scared of rejection. And with mediums like social media and all these dating apps, they're used to being on a screen. They're used to being able to tap with their thumbs and connect with anyone. And when you have a woman right next to you that is in your vicinity, that is literally one friend, one brethren away from talking to, and you can't even do that, this generation is cooked. This generation is cooked. I mean, what are y'all doing? That's giving the same energy as you sending your homeboy over to go talk to a girl that you like. Y'all are grown. Rejection is a part of life. She either gonna say yes or no. All you gotta do is be respectful and kind and introduce yourself. If she don't wanna talk, she don't wanna talk to you. But if she does, then hey. I mean, what's wrong with y'all? Really, I genuinely do not understand what happened to the men that were, y'all are supposed hunters, and if we're the prey and we're right next to you, you can't even do your job. Y'all are getting spoiled with all this social media stuff, and y'all getting soft on top of it. Do better.
What can guys do to stand out in getting girls?
Oh, be funny, charismatic, laid back as well.
Laid back?
Yeah, definitely laid back. Not too nervous.
You've no thoughts?
I don't know.
I want guys to stop approaching us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, she wants guys to stop approaching girls. You don't though, right?
No, I feel like it would be nice if a guy is nice and he's like, oh, you look beautiful today.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to know you. Just a gentleman.
Yeah. Because I feel like in this day and age, it's like nobody really does it anymore. Like it's so rare.
Yeah, it's all dating apps now. And
men have to know when to do it. Like if you see me in a rush, I don't want you to stop and
that's true.
Get to know me.
Okay, but what if, let's say she's at a coffee shop, like what we're doing right now?
That's okay, but don't be pushy. And also, if I say no, just go away.
Yeah.
I have a question though. If you're walking down the street and you don't want to be approached, and a guy approaches you and says the right thing, Is there a wrong time to be approached?
No. No.
Yes, yes.
I think it's chemistry, definitely. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Like you can feel if someone's like being like weird and a freak, or when someone's being genuine and he's genuinely like. I think it'd be nice if a guy seen you and like he was like, yeah, wait. Well, you can't just let go now, you know.
That's true.
I'd love to get
there
to know
has to be some
you.
kind of like tension. Like it has to be kind of funny.
But like, okay, I
funny
have a
guys.
question. If he's overly slick and he's like, he just sways you straight away.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be walking into the toilet and he'll be like, hey. Yeah.
Didn't even need to go here.
Yeah. Okay, so funny, charismatic, and it doesn't matter where you approach. You just got to be funny, charismatic, and laid back. It's all on intuition. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. What are your names?
Zarina.
Nice name.
Omnia.
Nice to meet you, Omnia and Zarina. Ciao, ciao.
So I recently asked men, actually quite a few posts back, why they do not approach women anymore. And sisters, they got in them comments, about 400 comments. And we getting ready to start. Number one, I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. I might have to do a part 2. Y'all are looking for studs? Y'all are not polite. Sisters, y'all not polite. Me Too and feminism. Apparently, they are afraid of being accused of SA. Everyone looks the same. No one stands out or is original. The system, social media, has destroyed y'all. Y'all are not safe. Okay. Y'all said y'all prefer a bear. Now we're gonna have to expound on that, because apparently there was a poll that says women asked who they feel safer around, they said men or a bear. Y'all chose a bear. The men are salty about that. Part 2. So yeah, about the bear situation, I'm choosing a man because I'm definitely afraid of bears, grizzlies to be exact. But let's get back into it. You have to pay for conversation. Y'all are not approachable. Ladies, y'all don't be approachable. Too transactional, only wanting money. Always begging. Y'all be out here begging these men, sis. Yeah, I know, sis. Too much attitude. Most act like escorts. Y'all put y'all dates on social media and make men look like creeps. They do not like that when y'all post y'all videos about y'all dates. They are afraid of that. That you will get on social media and talk about them. Too masculine. Always looking for a man to pay their bills. Men are valuing themselves over y'all. Not worth it. No peace.
Emotional labor is, it's kind of like a seesaw in the way that, modern women continue to say that I have more of the emotional labor, but it's really the man that is holding most of that weight. And a woman is sitting up there at the top screaming, oh, you ain't doing nothing. But a man is sitting down at the bottom, is like, okay, jump, do something, add weight to your side. And it's either see or saw. And I got both of them. It's just me doing the work. That's what the man is saying. It's like, whatever side I get on, that's the side that's held down. That's the side that is weighted down. It's no fun for me because I always got to bring the weight. I always got to bring the muscle. I always got to bring the strength.